Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you live in a condo or an apartment building and you've kind of just accepted that owning an electric car is off the table, you're going to want to stick around. We are about to break down exactly how you can make it happen, from picking out the perfect car to understanding the brand new laws that are finally on your side. Let's get into it. First, let me just throw this out there. What if all your city driving, your commute, your errands, everything cost you just €1 a day? Yeah, €1. And what if you could pull that off without having a private garage? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, but just hang with me here. Yep, that's the number, €1. This is not some far-off dream. This is the actual, achievable daily cost for a certain kind of city driver, right now in 2026. This is the one number that could totally change how you think about your car and getting around town. So, who exactly is this for? Well, we're talking about the typical urbanite. The person who pretty much lives their life within a 30-kilometer bubble. If that sounds like you, then guess what? There is now a perfect, and I mean perfect, tool for that exact job. So, what is this perfect tool? It's the Leap Motor T03. And what's so wild about it, you can see it in the numbers right here, is that it's actually way more car than you need for that daily drive. With a real-world city range pushing 300 kilometers, you only have to even think about charging it once every 10 days. Just let that sink in. One simple overnight charge gets you through more than a week of driving, and it all breaks down to about €1 a day. And don't think for a second this is some stripped-down penalty box. For under 15 grand after incentives, you are getting features that are just unheard of in this price range. I'm talking level 2 assisted driving with adaptive cruise for those awful traffic jams, 5 doors, a panoramic roof that comes standard, and a zippy 95 horsepower motor. And, maybe most importantly, it's all backed up by the massive Stellantis service network, so you get the same peace of mind as if you bought a Fiat or a Peugeot. Okay, so the specs on paper look amazing, but what's the real story? What do the people who actually own this thing and drive it every single day have to say about it? Let's get into the real-world feedback. Honestly, this one sentence says it all. You see it over and over again in owner forums and groups. The feeling is just this incredible sense of value. People who bought it for city life feel like they've discovered the ultimate cheat code for getting around town. But, of course, no car is perfect, let's be honest. Owners are obsessed with how nimble it is on tight city streets, how they can actually fit people in the back, and how it just soaks up bumps and potholes. But they're also super clear about the trade-offs. The infotainment is, let's say, basic. The driver aids can be a bit too beepy. The trunk is definitely small. And yeah, some of the lower trims still have old-school halogen lights. It's an honest car. You know exactly what you're getting. So, the car itself, it's a winner. But now, we get to it, the final hurdle. The one big question that stops almost every apartment dweller from even considering an EV. But where do I charge it? Well, my friends, this is where the game has totally changed. And here it is, the solution. As of 2026, the law gives you the right to charge. That dreaded condo veto, where one neighbor or the whole building assembly could just shut you down, it's gone. They can't just say no anymore unless there's a serious, documented safety issue. This is absolutely huge for EV adoption in cities. So how does it actually work? It's a really clear 3-step process. First, you just formally notify your building administrator in writing, and you include the technical plan from your installer. Simple. Second, the building assembly gets to look at it. But remember, they can't just block you for no reason. And get this, if they don't make a decision in 3 months, the law says you can just go ahead and do it anyway. Finally, a certified technician comes and installs your own personal charging point, which only you can activate with a card or an app. Oh, and it gets even better. The government is literally going to help you pay for it. There's an incentive that covers up to 80% of the cost. For your own private spot, you can get up to €1,500 back. But here's the real kicker. If you can get some neighbors on board to install chargers in the common areas, that bonus skyrockets to a maximum of €8,000. That makes the whole thing incredibly affordable. Okay, now listen up, because this is a huge tip that's going to save you a lot of money and a major headache. You almost certainly do not need to pay for a big, expensive upgrade to your home's power supply. Since you're only charging once every 10 days, a nice, slow charge from a standard 3.7 kilowatt hookup that's the same power a lot of your home appliances use is plenty. No extra monthly fees on your electricity bill,
All right, we've talked about the car, we've talked about the law, and we've talked about the money. We have officially removed the roadblocks. So now let's take all this info and turn it into a real, concrete plan to make this happen for you.
This is what you can do tomorrow morning. I'm serious. 3 simple things. First, just go and measure the distance from your electricity meter to your parking spot. It'll help the electrician. Second, call a certified installer and ask them to come take a look and give you a real quote. And third, start writing that official letter to your condo administrator. That's it. You're on your way. So, there it is. The technology is here, the price makes sense, and now the law finally has your back. The biggest barriers that kept condo dwellers from owning an EV? Well, they've been knocked down. So the only question left is, what's stopping you? Thanks so much for tuning in. We really hope this has given you the confidence to take that next step.